you dreamed about traveling on a private jet? My guest today is the CEO of Stella Jets, founder of Stella Experiences and Stella Jet Service, and you have a new line that we can't wait to hear about. Welcome, Tia Minzoni.
Thank you.
So I cannot believe we're sitting in this really cool private jet. And I know so many people, they always ask, versus flying commercial, how to fly in a private jet. So I cannot wait to find out how you got started with this business.
Yeah. It's funny. A lot of people say, well, I think it might be, is it more expensive than commercial? And I'm like, well, not if you're going to rent the entire aircraft in commercial. If you get every seat on a commercial jet, you're probably about the same price line. So it's kind of just one of the jokes in the industry. But, I think traveling private is the way of the future. The inconvenience of traveling commercial has just, I don't want to say gotten worse, but it feels like it's gotten worse. I don't know what the stats are exactly, but, most of our travelers need to get somewhere, and their time is more valuable than their dollar. So for most of our travelers, it's not so much about, the luxury and the beautiful aircraft and the, doing the content and all the fun things. It's more about, I have important meetings to get to and I cannot lose time. I cannot take a chance on my flight getting delayed. And that's usually most of the people that travel with us on private jets.
What is your background? Are you a pilot? How did you get started in this unique business?
That's a funny answer to that question. It was years and years ago. My background's in marketing. So I did data-driven marketing for a long time. And then I became a business consultant and helped hundreds of businesses, everything from mom and pops to Fortune 500 companies. When they would get stuck or they couldn't reach a certain audience, I was able to take the data and show them how to grow their business, unstick their business. Very successful across multiple industries. And it got to a point where I was like, okay, I could probably do just about any business that I want and use the data and be successful in it. What do I really want to do? And private aviation wasn't on the list early on. But then a little over 10 years ago, we got a giant breed dog. We got a Newfoundland. And when she was 3 months old, she was 50 pounds and she couldn't fly commercial with us anymore. They were like, she has to go on cargo. And I was like, my dog is not cargo. And so that's when I kind of was like, I'm going to buy a private jet so I can fly with my dog. And then I'm going to buy another one. I'm going to have this company.
So you manifested, or you just about it?
Yeah, I think it was one of those dreams you don't ever think you're going to do. And then had a cancer diagnosis. So it was very serious. And I said, you know what? If I survive this, I'm going to do everything I ever said I was going to do. All of my biggest dreams, I'm going to do it. And so as I was recovering from that and really doing a lot of research in the industry, I found out that less than 5% of CEOs in aviation are women. And that really made me want to do it even more and be successful at it. And that kind of started the process. So I did all the research and kind of got into it. And that was a few years back. And now, here we are, women ran company and just killing it. So I'm super excited.
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Wow.
And so the traveling, I used to put it on hold, wait till next year. But I'm sure you can relate. Once you're diagnosed, you're like, skip that.
Yeah.
My new hashtag is living my best life.
Nice.
And traveling, not waiting for any of those days to come up. So tell us about, you have, a variety of companies. What are you focused on this year really highlighting?
Yeah, I'm really excited about, we're rolling out something called Stella Share. It's SHAIRE, Share the Air, and it's the country club of the sky. So like we talked about, chartering an entire private aircraft like this amazing plane is very expensive. And we get a lot of people that are like, well, can I just get one seat? And there's not really something like that in the industry for luxury private. But I'm also big, as you are, into ultra high net worth networking. And so with people like Dan Fleshman, which is who introduced us, right? And so we have curated a company that is a country club of the air. And in that, you get access to, of course, ultra high net worth membership network, and you get to have a seat on our private jets that are going to all over the country and into the Caribbean. So that's what we're really excited about. We're rolling out. Just excited to travel with like-minded people to fun places and events and have that group of awesome people together.
I love that. I know you talk about networking, which I love to network, and people think it's crazy, but my last flight, I recently upgraded to first class on commercial for $97 is where I am on American. And I'm like, this is the best networking place.
Right.
And the guy next to me, we just started talking about business and what they're doing. That has now turned into a relationship. They're coming to a big event in Nashville.
Yeah.
They're a sponsor for our event.
That's awesome.
And now, he even wants to buy some commercial real estate.
Yeah.
So it's great that how do you find out about, belonging to that?
Yeah.
Do you have a payment plan?
So we have a level of membership that's just the membership, no seats. You can just buy the seats extra as you want to. And we have other ones that come with the travel. They come with, seats. We have a website. It's JetShare, SHAIRE.com. We are on social media as Stella Share. So you can find us at Stella Share or JetShare. And then you have to apply for a membership. So of course we have limited numbers of memberships because we don't want the seats to fill up and people not be able to get a seat. But also we want to make sure that we keep it to the type of networking that we all want and need. We have a lot of celebrities and pro athletes that are members. And so we're a little bit picky about who we let in, but we're also super excited to launch it. And hopefully eventually we'll be able to roll that out to make flying more accessible to everybody and have another way that you can book by the seat on luxury aircraft moving forward as well.
I like that. So you're based here in Dallas, Texas, and we're here in Addison at the airport. Is this something based here in Addison, or will you be doing it throughout the country if, a friend in LA or in Florida?
Both.
Okay.
I'm a Texas girl. I can't leave Texas for too long because I starved to death because I love the food in Texas. But we are based in Addison. We have a private terminal out here. So when you fly with us, be it, any of our Stella brands, we have a private terminal. You get here 15 minutes before your flight, earlier if you want to connect and network or if we're having events. But you can literally get here 15 minutes before we take off to our private terminal. You come in the front door, similar to what you guys did here today. Someone greets you, takes your luggage, and you can walk straight out to the plane within 15 minutes. So there, you don't have to do security and all that kind of stuff. We're based here in the Dallas area, but we're all over the place. So we're in LA, we're in Vegas, we're in New York, we're in Miami, we're in the Caribbean. And by the end of this year, we'll also have Atlanta, some Midwest, and Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Very exciting.
No, so you're I wanted to ask you, you mentioned some of the celebrities and athletes that you take and meet and greet. Are you still continuing to tell us about if you're continuing to do the meet and greets?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. Stella Experiences is a ton of fun. And what that is we do VIP meet and greet experiences on private jets, but we fly somewhere. So let's say that, maybe it's, I don't know who's in concert right now. I don't want to say Taylor Swift because that's never going to happen. But if we have a pro athlete or we have someone who has a concert coming up or, even with movie stars, what we do is they come with us on a private jet. We offer up the other seats on the jet to people who want to have a personalized meet and greet with these celebrities in the air. And usually they're paired with VIP tickets to whatever event's coming up. So we have 2 flights for Super Bowl, which is coming up. One out of Atlanta and one out of Dallas with some pro athletes and celebrities. And then everybody else will be people who are in our network and buying seats to be on that meet and greet with them. We have VIP dinners and events around that. We have stuff with F1. We're working on stuff with World Cup, a lot of the different sports teams, and then also like Broadway and Versailles, and a lot of really exciting exciting adventures with Stella experiences. Our goal is to do one Stella experience a month because a lot goes into it. It's a very VIP experience. But if you wanted to get on an aircraft with someone like John Legend, who was on my last American Airlines flight, by the way, John, say hi next time. And you wanted to say, go to his concert that's in Houston. Maybe you go to his Dallas concert, get on a jet with him, fly down to Houston and go to that one too. And you get to sit and meet and greet, have a picture, get an autograph with him on the plane. It's just an experience that you can't get anywhere else. So we love it. We really have fun doing it. And yeah, so we're going to continue doing that as well.
Oh my gosh, how fun with some of these celebrities or some of these private jet. What is the most different, bizarre thing that someone has ever requested? If you can share that. One of their flights.
Gosh. Oh my gosh, you're going to stump me on that one. We have
any food requests, liquor, anything odd?
Usually it's stuff for their pets when they bring pets with them. And we're very much pet people, obviously. So we always accommodate. But sometimes I think the weirdest thing is when we get people who are like, I want to get somewhere in the cheapest, smallest aircraft ever. And we're like, you're 6'7". Like, you can't fit in that airplane. So those are usually the most interesting requests that we work on, because we have to kind of say, have you been on that aircraft before? Like, you're going to have to crawl in. So yeah.
And you have a variety of planes from small, I saw, all the way to the luxury, different types.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many, I guess like cars, but how many different types of jets there are.
There are. And we have our favorites, obviously. But it just, having access like that it kind of helps in different ways. One, if you're just two people flying, you don't want a 16-seater heavy aircraft. It's really expensive and it's bad for the environment. You want a smaller aircraft. If you have 10 people, you can't fit on a smaller aircraft. So you have to have a variety for that. And I think most people that fly private have their favorites, but we also have a network of people who own and operate private aircraft. So we actually can use and lease and charter each other's aircraft as well. So that whenever my clientele comes in, or myself personally, when I need a type of aircraft or an aircraft in a certain place where mine's not, then we have a network where we can use each other. So across that network, there's about 7,000 private aircraft that we have access to.
And did I read that this is family-owned business?
Yeah. So I started it with my daughter, who's 26 now. She actually started interning with me when she was 14 in the data marketing industry. She's an absolute genius, which I realize every time we hire someone who's older than her and can't do the same things that she does. Shout out. Yeah, I couldn't do it without her. Her name's Jasmine, and everybody who knows me knows her name. And she's actually the youngest Black female executive in private aviation. So I'm very proud of her. Yeah. And it's not just a family thing. Like this doesn't go without Jasmine. She's running things. So super proud mom.
And she's found her passion early.
Yeah.
Which it's good.
Yeah.
Just a few more questions I always ask, but what is on your bucket list, both professionally and personal?
Let's see. So on the personal level, I don't know if it's a bucket list thing, but my number one goal in life is to be the coolest Mimi ever. I have 7 grandkids. So
oh my goodness.
Every time we're planning a Stella experience or, anybody, if, I'll meet somebody and I'll say, what does he do? And they're like, he's a pro basketball player for the Miami Heat. And I'm like, oh, can you take a video for my grandson? So that's literally my number one goal in life. Like, forget everything else. I just want to be the coolest Mimi ever. Business wise, I really think that there's a lot of room for innovation in aviation. And for a long time, it's been ran really well the same old way. Doing the same old things, the same old way it works. So why do anything different? And I believe that to have real innovation, you have to have diversity. So on a business level, I'm super passionate about diversifying aviation and bringing in some innovation like we're doing with Stella Share and Stella Experiences.
That is great. What is, my last question, what is your favorite travel place?
Oh, gosh. I'm the worst at picking favorites unless it comes to my kids, and then it's Jasmine. But she runs my company. I have to say that. Oh my gosh. I love God-made architecture. I also love man-made architecture. So anywhere I can go that I can see something new, be it a different beach, different mountains, buildings that are centuries old, that's really what I like to travel around. So I'm not very big on the touristy type stuff, but I love seeing history and old architecture and all of God's beautiful architecture that's out there across the world.
I have not heard of that before, God's architecture, but I love that. I love that too, being out there in nature and just fascinated by
Yeah, there's so many fascinating places.
I'm ready to hop on a private jet and go on one of your experiences. How do we reach out and get a hold of you or Jasmine to start booking our trips?
Yeah, so we have, our team monitors all of our Instagram pages. So we have Stella Jets, and Stella Experiences on Instagram and other social media. And then, of course, our websites. You have jetshare.com, stellajets.com, and Stella XP, which is much easier than spelling experiences.com for Stella Experiences.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for being on Postcards from Pamela. And we look forward to traveling with you in the skies.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll do more for sure in the air.